My hand all up in their business.
You're hilarious. I thought I was already on our page. I guess not.
And look, everything just popped up out of the blue. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me thumbs up. Well, if somebody was, oh look, it gave me a thumbs up. I said, give me a thumbs up.
I wonder if it's you doing it.
Look, I said, give me a thumbs up. Did you see the thumb?
I wonder if it's you. Okay, cool. I was so curious if my
What?
microphone was on. No,
give me a thumbs up. Oh.
I think it's you activating it.
How am I activating it?
Give it a thumbs down.
Give me a thumbs down.
I think it's you activating it. See, I think you're activating it.
Oh, well, I have, you know why? Because I have AI on my phone.
Yeah, it could be that.
Next thing you know, it's going to talk to me.
That'd be great.
So, welcome to TWL, everybody. We're going to be talking about it's getting cold, so we need hot beverages.
Yes.
And not a toddy.
Oh, dude, I love those, though.
It's a good hot toddy.
It is.
But we had a visit today, I got to tell you
Whoopsies.
about.
I accidentally had the volume up.
Oh. We had a visitor today from Lana Lenore and dropping off some fantastically gorgeous jewelry. I haven't even opened them yet, you guys. So, as you know, she makes the pretty little things.
Things, yep, that's
pretty
it.
I almost said pretty little liars. Pretty little things. See? Now we're going to be talking about something totally different, but I thought it would be fun since she just dropped these off to open them and look and see what they look like.
With you guys.
With you guys, because we have not seen them yet. Isn't that hilarious? I love it. And, oh yeah, this is made out of wax.
Love it.
Anyways, you guys, and you need to come in and get your Christmas gifts. So let's look at this one first. We have not seen these. She dropped these off this.
Sorry, guys, I need to move this.
Can you? But you heard us okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So this one is one she made. Take a look. Let's untangle. Ooh. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Pretty.
Look at that. I'll hold it up against the black. This is the first piece that I'm doing right now. Isn't that pretty? She just dropped these. That's a gorgeous one. So these tomorrow. We'll show them throughout the show. We won't show them all right now, but you show that one. What's this one? If we can put them back in. Isn't that hilarious?
You're so funny.
I can't even put them back in. All right. What do we have here? Oh, that's cute. Ooh. I love the beaded string. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Look at that. She just came in and brought. So these are hot off the market. They're not even out on the floor yet.
Nope.
Nobody's even seen these yet. Fantastic. So what Pretty Little Things does is, we give her some broken jewelry. She gets broken jewelry from other places, and then she creates her line of jewelry based off broken and unsellable costume jewelry.
Heck yeah.
So it's kind of like recycling.
Yeah, it is. It is 100% recycling. Upcycling, 100%.
Upcycling. Now, of course, I have a beautiful jacket I usually wear, but I'm not wearing it today because it's extremely hot and I have the wrong shirt on.
It's funny because I'm freezing.
And she loves my shirt.
And I love your shirt. I think it's hilarious.
Isn't that hilarious?
So funny.
So we're going to be talking about coffee, tea, all that type. We're going to spill the tea.
Literally.
We're going to spill the tea today. But we did something fun yesterday.
We sure did.
What did we do?
Well, if you guys weren't there, then you guys did not. Both of us were actually on the wrap up of Caffeinated Conversations.
We actually were interviewed about Time Warp.
Yes.
And about 586 Organic.
Yes.
Your jewelry line as well as, or your seasonal jewelry line,
yes.
I should say. And they're one of a kind. So go on 586 Organics and check them out because once they're gone, they're gone.
Oh, and you also get a code too. So you use code.
There's two codes, isn't there? There's one for caffeinated.
Yeah, but we're here now. It's TWL. So you guys have to use code TWL15. So 15, and you'll get 15% off of everything.
15?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. Look at that. And if you want to test out her soaps first, come on in and check them out in the bathrooms.
Heck yeah.
We have them here in the bathrooms. You know, we support our employees and their businesses.
Yes, you guys sure do, and I love it.
We do. And because Jason has his bookstore that we keep, relisting and stuff, and then he has his art on our website.
Oh, no way, really? I didn't know that. I'll have to go take a look.
You can pick up some art from Jason and Jason Walters is on our website, Time Warp Vintage, timewarp-vintage.com. You should put your links on there too under your page.
Yep. So if you guys are super curious, and
Yep.
this also goes for Lana Lenore as well, if you swing
Yes.
over to our website and
Mhm.
swing over to our staff section, scroll all the way down to the bottom,
Yep.
and then you'll see everybody's goods.
So that way we can not only promote our store and you know resell things that would otherwise be in landfill,
Yeah, literally.
but we support our local community. We support our employees and their entrepreneurship.
And my favorite part is that we essentially all keep our money within our community.
Exactly. So it's a lot of fun. So we had the pleasure. She went in, talked about her seasonal jewelry, talked about her soap line
Yep.
and skincare line.
Yep.
And it's universal skincare, you guys, meaning it can be for any type of skincare.
Yep.
And then I talked about Time Warp, and you stayed on, and we had a little
Banter.
and
Yep.
forth.
We
Yep,
sure
about Time
did.
Warp.
And it was honestly really good. If you guys want to swing over to there, it's still available to watch on all platforms.
Yes, it is. You can watch it on ours, on Caffeinated, anybody. So it's a lot of fun. But so we showed you two of those. So let's talk a little bit about coffee, shall we?
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that because it's so funny because I sent her the
Topic.
the topic like 5 hours ago, and
And I was like, oh, that's funny. Is Brooke going to be on the show?
I asked if Brooke was going to be on the show because we're talking about coffee, but because her show is Caffeinated Conversations with
Brooke Allen.
But no, she's not on the show, unfortunately. But we are going to talk about coffee because it is getting cold outside.
Yes, way too cold, really
And
fast.
I know some of you are in Las Vegas where it's 98, and I know 89, which is kind of chilly for them.
Oh, yeah.
But it's cold here. Like, yeah, I think this morning it was 38.
Michigan just kept hearing us say global warming, global warming. I was like, oh, really? Let me just turn 35 degrees really quick.
Yeah, right. And next week it'll be 80 again.
What was really ironic is if you guys are familiar and obviously lived in Michigan your lives or for a long period, the state of Michigan made a Facebook post this morning. We had such a unexpected frost overnight that they're not even going to post it. Like, they're not going to post anymore. Like, yeah, exactly. Well, especially considering the fact that last night was almost freezing temperatures, they were like,
Isn't that hilarious? I love it. So, who's on here? Who's saying hello?
everybody, Bill,
Everyone.
your mom, David, Lisa.
Steve will be jumping on soon. So coffee, when it gets cold outside, and I don't know about you, but I drink coffee year round.
Same.
I love tea though. Bought a new coffee maker, and even though I'm not a Keurig fan because
You will be
it's not
now.
enough coffee for me, I bought one that has both the auto drip and the Keurig.
Oh.
Because I'm a tea. I like hot tea.
Yeah.
I like hot tea, you guys. And so the Keurig hot tea is perfect.
Yes.
And then hot chocolate now and then.
Of course.
But the coffee, I need it drip. I need it ready in the morning. I need to get going. So that is why I do not have a percolator or a French press.
I love
because
French
that's all
press.
manual labor.
Takes
first
a long
thing
time.
In the morning. I
Yeah.
can't do that. I need to wake up and then drink coffee. Then I can do manual labor. But you know, French press is the #1 coffee maker in the world.
Really?
It's voted the best making coffee maker.
I mean, like, fair enough, it does give you the best flavor, but it's a lot of manual labor when you first wake up.
Yes, and tell us, what is your favorite? Do you like auto drip coffee? Do you like stovetop percolator coffee? Do you like French press? Is there another type? Turkish coffee? Is there another type? When we were in Costa Rica, they had these little bamboo things that stood. I mean, it literally looked like you made it like in Blair Witch Project.
LOL.
And so, but it made great coffee. So if you guys have a certain type of coffee maker you use or a certain type of coffee you like, shoot it out or shout out about it.
I like cold brews.
You like cold brews?
I do. It's my favorite type of coffee.
Is that like just cold coffee?
So actually there's a difference between iced coffee and cold brew. Iced coffee is hot coffee, then it's cold.
The other way is just
Yep.
cold.
Exactly. But the reason why it is because cold brew just gives you a more robust flavor. It literally has like all of the caffeine, which we will get to in a minute, watered out, and then it also just has a really bitter aftertaste.
So that's a good did you know that I'll start with.
Yeah.
Did you know that when you go to the store or your doctor tells you to cut out the caffeine, if you order decaf, you're not cutting out the caffeine. You can't. You're not.
I'm laughing at Steve's comment.
Why? What did he say?
Because I was like, Steve isn't here. You're gonna have to get on him, and then he commented, "I am here. Hello, everyone." It doesn't tell me that.
It doesn't tell us anything
It
anymore.
it
We
it,
don't know who's on where.
it told me that it told me literally everybody that's on except for Bill and Steve.
I was going to say who knows who's on second, but I don't know if you would understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Do you know who's on second?
Is it a show? No.
Noah's on third.
Who's the word who's is on second.
Who is on first?
Okay.
See? This is from back in the day.
Okay, so who was on first?
I don't even know it completely.
Oh.
Who's on first? No. Okay, no, okay is on second. Oh, you know what I mean? And it's like every word you use, that's a person's name. And
LOL, you're so funny.
But it's an actual skit.
I'm the
Somebody
worst.
tell me who that is. Somebody tell me who that is. Who did the who's on second? Was that, come on, I know Steve knows, I know my mom knows, I know Bill knows.
LOL, Lisa's so funny. She said some Otto or Tim Hortons because they'll be the ones making it for me.
Okay.
Cheers to that,
So
Lisa.
I gotta tell you, she has to order it because there's no Tim Hortons and she lives in Georgia.
Oh, girl, yeah, you ain't got no Tim Hortons there.
She lives north of Atlanta. And she does not get Tim Hortons, so I know she orders it. We send her some sometimes.
Like bags of Tim Hortons
like the
coffee?
can.
Yeah, like ground coffee.
But she does love her Tim Hortons.
You know, you were so funny. That honestly, David, I hope you heard that because that's so funny. I always make the joke, and I was like, well, if we move to Pennsylvania, there's no Tim Hortons out there. Like,
there might be closer to Pennsylvania borders Lake Erie.
They are all Starbucks.
There's none in New York, right across the
Oh,
border.
haven't tried.
Maybe. Well, you're depending on where you live in Pennsylvania, you're not far from Niagara Falls.
True.
A couple hours, and you could just jump across and get it.
True that. And it'll probably be way fresher.
So let's talk coffee, shall we? Oh wait.
They get a case each month.
Yeah, she does. She loves Tim Hortons coffee.
Girl felt, me too.
That's the only thing I like from Tim Hortons.
Is there coffee, really?
Yeah, Steve and I had a very bad situation, very bad experience at Tim Hortons in Niagara Falls.
So you mean to tell me that if I brought in my boo bucket, you guys wouldn't have any?
What's a boo bucket?
They have a giant bucket, and I bought it, and you can refill it for $5.
Of what?
Donuts.
Well, I might have a donut, but I won't eat a lot of them. I don't care for their donuts that much. I'd rather go for like Dunkin' or one of the smaller
Of course,
chains.
yeah, where like there's 7
So we're spilling the tea. What do you have about tea before I get into coffee? Get this teapot out. It's got lips, so it's spilling the tea.
I got here. Here's some tea. I guess here's some tea about the tea. Emperor Shen Yung discovered tea in 2732 BC when leaves from a wild tree fell over and fell into his hot boiling water while he was trying to make soup.
It's like the chocolate and the peanut butter.
Yeah, practically.
He tripped and his chocolate bar fell into the peanut
butter. And same thing with caramel apples. He literally was looking at the apple one day. What would happen if I dipped it in caramel? Boom, caramel apple.
Spill the tea.
How do you say it? Caramel or caramel?
Caramel. It's caramel though.
Yeah, I felt like it's the context. If it's something really bougie, it's caramel. Isn't that teapot so cute? I love it.
Fitz and Floyd, you guys.
Oh, of course it is.
Learning Fitz and Floyd right now. It's called Lip Service.
Love it.
It's called Lip Service by Fitz and Floyd. Isn't that?
They make very obscured items. Like I got my hands on a Fitz and Floyd teapot.
They're considered higher end.
Oh, really? Really? I mean, I could totally tell the quality of the cookie jar that I got is very high quality. I like it.
Some people love tea so much they kiss it.
Steve said we have an animatronic of who's on first. Tim Hortons food is inedible. If I pay for something, I finish it. 3 out, Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons food is inedible. I love that.
I haven't. I'm going to be honest. I have not gotten any of their hot food.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten like a sandwich or anything from there.
Real quick, I'll tell you. We went to, we should just tell stories and talk about swear words. So,
I think that.
We went to Toronto, spent the weekend in Toronto, right? Then on the way back, well, hello, Patricia Kelly. It's good to see you. And on the way back, I'm like, Niagara Falls is only 30 miles up the
road, right?
So we went to Niagara Falls, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, or 7 o'clock in the morning. So we get to the falls, and we're starving. Nothing is open except Tim Hortons in the Niagara Falls area. Oh my god, it was the worst fucking food. Ooh, it was the worst food. There goes our money. It was the worst food I had ever eaten, and they were the rudest. And literally, it was like $8 for this little sandwich. They had 2 pieces of wet bacon, and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
But you know what? We ate it. Stayed for like maybe an hour, 2 hours. Looked at the falls. Ooh, pretty, and left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately also had a horrible Tim Hortons experience, which I felt like shouldn't have been bad because I placed my order online and all I got was the bucket and the donuts that come. There's 2 buckets. I clicked the spider bucket, and when I got there, I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but it's not the one I ordered. I just ordered a different one." She looked at me like I slapped her newborn baby.
Well, why did you?
Well, my thing, I was like, I ordered. You guys
What did
could
she have
read
your newborn baby there for?
to make donuts. But I was just like, dang.
But you know what? Their coffee is very good.
It
Their
is.
donuts are okay. They're edible.
They're mid.
But their food, I'm not. And that was that one. So I've not been to any of the other ones.
Yeah, but it
Food,
ruined
so
your
it's
experience.
unfair.
You see how that ruined that for you?
So let's talk more. Let me talk a little bit about coffee for a second.
Yeah.
Because, so do you know what the Boston Tea Party is by chance?
Of course.
Okay, that's just fun. I just want to know what if you knew.
Of course.
So coffee. I'm not going to go through the past history of coffee because coffee's coffee. You know, I'm going to talk about fun facts of coffee and the fact that the most expensive coffee in the world, how they get it is disgusting.
I already know.
Because we talked about it once before.
I already just knew that.
You know that it comes out after they eat it?
Yes, 100%.
So black ivory coffee, $500 per kilogram.
Jesus.
Okay, $2,500 per kilogram. Most people who drink high-end coffee, really high-end coffee, only drink it out of glass mugs. Because what I learned about ceramic mugs blew my mind. Okay, so I took a lot of classes in the makeup, ceramics and pottery and stuff like that. Never knew that pouring hot beverage into ceramic cools it down faster than it does glass. And it made total sense to me that pouring it into glass would keep its heat because they brew into glass. All the coffee pots that it brews into are glass or thermosed, and you would think that the ceramic would thermos it, but it doesn't.
Because it
holds the heat out.
Because it's kind of porous on the top layer, isn't it?
Well, it's just cold.
Cold, yeah.
It holds its cold.
Because it's like a rock.
So if you want to maintain hot coffee, or if you're spending a lot of money on coffee, because you go to Starbucks and just a large coffee. I'm sorry, they don't have large. Large in Starbucks language is small. So a grande.
That's a small.
That's a small. I don't know, whatever their large is.
They get mad at me because I just pull up and I say, "Give me a large."
Give me the biggest coffee.
The biggest one. Like, why bully me?
But and it's produced in Anaterra, I don't know, the Maldives and Thailand. But it's funny because the coffee is nearly. So a lot of the coffee are monkey eaten.
Yep.
And digestive system flavor.
Yep.
When they release it. Pick it up and they brew it, and then we decide as humans, let's try and eat that.
Well.
So elephants.
If you were stranded in elephant dung, squeeze it and get clean water.
Oh, I know, but
did you know that Red 40 comes from bugs?
It comes from poop.
Yeah.
And we've all had that.
Well, like Red 40 is literally this microscopic beetle, and when they die.
What they use for dyeing.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
They literally it's a pigment from a bug.
This one is Cope Luca. It's called Cope Luca, and it's actually eaten and by elephants consuming it. Thai, Arabic.
Thai, Arabic.
CA.
I think the A is silent.
Maybe. Coffee beans.
I think you got a personal message, and I think it's a question about the show, and I don't know if it's audio related.
Well, they can't come on audio. Who did it, Maria?
No, Nicole
Nicole.
Bell. Oh, I can.
What's it say?
I don't know. I can't see it because it's a message. She like messaged you on the phone. No, not
well,
like
they're gonna have
the.
to wait till after the show.
Oh, okay. It just said please, and then I couldn't read the rest of it.
Huh.
So if it's an emergency, make yourself known.
Yeah, make yourself known because I won't see it, you guys, and both my devices are on here. So if it's an emergency, call the store. Audio keeps cutting in and out. And out. Okay, we are. Is that better? Our audio is in and out. That's probably what she's trying to say too. Does it sound okay to you?
It sounds like it's just.
Make sure you're plugged in all the way.
Yeah, I'm plugged in all the way.
You guys hear me okay? No, everybody, it's our audio. I can take it off the audio.
I say everything sounds cool to me.
Are we still going in and out, you guys? Let me know if we're still going in and out.
Everything sounds fine.
You hear fine? Is that Facebook that you're listening to?
Yep. I hear it there. It sounds like a static.
It's rubbing it. Then.
Okay, I hear it now. It sounds like the volume's going really low and then it's coming right back up.
That's what happened at the show yesterday too.
It's keep happening.
Yeah? All right, let me see if I can fix that, you guys.
You want to just go ahead and cut them?
Cut them?
Yeah, for the rest of the show.
Yeah, we're going to cut our mics for the rest of the show, you guys.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yeah, so we're going to pull it out. Regular. Can you hear us now?
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you guys can hear us now. We're going to remove our mics. There must be something wrong with our mics right now, except for mine's not even on. I wonder if that's what was wrong with our mics. Can you hear now? Okay,
yeah,
we took our...
Cool, yeah, we'll just leave them on.
We removed our mics, so we'll talk a little bit louder. Okay, that's weird, because these are brand new mics, and they were working... But you know what? We were having problems with our mics at the show yesterday, and there weren't these. They were Rode, though. Did you turn it off?
Of course.
Okay, so now that you can hear us, much better. No wonder we lost a few people, probably because of the mic situation.
I'll just give you this.
You know what? What I'll do is I'll go on the app and see if maybe it got turned down. Reconfigure it. Sorry about that, you guys. So you guys can hear us okay? I know the audio is going to sound a little bit worse, but it'll be honestly consistent. Yeah.
Okay, it's fine, yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about. Let me set these down over here. Well, you know what? Instagram listens to us like this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, well, we try.
No complaints.
So, anyways, coffee, check this out. Isn't that the coolest coffee maker? Glass. So, if you notice, everything is glass. So, glass will hold the heat longer. That is why, and I know Brooke is somebody who loves coffee in a glass cup. Because she, she's got those gold,
Yeah, this is all making so much more sense. I knew I should have brought one just to talk about it, but I have like this one glass mug and it's just clear and there's nothing on it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's just like this practically, but with no Campbell's on it. And I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite cup ever. And now I know why. Because,
and you know what? Brooke loves to drink out of glass. Me, I drink out of whatever's sitting there. I grab it and I drink out of it. Oh, isn't that hilarious? I love it. But this is a really cool one. And I think this one is, and look, it's got the cut glass on it.
Nice.
So it would match if you like the old school look with the cut glass. But one of the ones I wanted to show you was the Pyrex one, which is here. And we get asked for these. This is a percolator. Now, I love the taste of percolator. And that's on the stove.
Right.
Right? So that would be done on the stove. And you would put the coffee in here. The top, look, even the percolator's glass. So the coffee would go in here. And then it would boil up into it. But you see, this is why we have a percolator at home for when, we need it. But our power went out one day in the morning and I couldn't make coffee. And so Steve's like, use the percolator. It ruined my entire day because I had to find the percolator. Then I had to clean the percolator. This is all at 5 o'clock in the morning, you guys. Clean the percolator. Then I had to get it all set up and put it on the stove and wait a half an hour for it to start percolating. I can hear myself bitch.
You're so funny.
It's funny because I say that and I'm expressing that way on purpose. French press takes about 20 minutes to make. The percolator's half an hour to get good coffee, right?
The legitimate old-fashioned drip coffee takes
That's not old-fashioned.
No, I'm talking about with literally just like a paper.
Yeah.
Just like the paper.
This is old-fashioned. Percolators or drip coffee started in like the 80s, 70s, mid-70s.
Odd.
No, but you're 25, so that is old school.
Well, I'm thinking that like this is more.
No, this is older.
Really? That's
yeah.
weird.
Drip coffee came when I wouldn't say, who can tell me? I didn't look it up. Drip coffee started when? Maybe the late 60s. They would be starting to use it, but it didn't become full-fledged until mid-70s. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me. It could be the 60s. But prior to drip was percolator. French press has been around forever.
Right.
Because that is how Europe does it.
Right.
So, if you go anywhere else in the world, the coffee you drink is going to be thicker and stronger because they actually use coffee.
Right.
That's the art of coffee. Americans have become complacent in drip coffee, and technically drip coffee is a lot weaker than your actual coffee.
Right.
And we have normalized the weakness of that coffee.
Yes.
That is why when most people go and we go to Starbucks and we order, black coffee and it's bitter because caffeine is bitter.
Right.
It's bitter. And so the coffee bean is bitter in nature. And so it's stronger. That is why you drink less of it. Well, not in one of those big ones, but overseas you drink less of it. When we were in Hispaniola, Steve and I went to Hispaniola, and when we were in there, we ordered coffee. We got the little cups of coffee.
Sure.
I loved them. Steve was like, what is this? Because they're thick.
Yeah.
So it was the art of coffee. And in Europe, usually coffee is served either after the meal or without food. Because it's an art. You got to taste it and stuff.
Right.
We in America are on the go. We're on the go. We have no patience. We're lazy. So we want it done in the morning when we wake up. We've gotten so much so to where we need it just the cup and walk away, like
Literally.
a K-cup. But the coffee is weaker. So we don't get the full. And did you know that there has been times throughout the world, where they tried to ban it?
Coffee?
Yeah.
I wonder how that would have played out, honestly.
Well, because it's caffeine. I mean, so something like this. This is a coffee server, as you can see. Isn't it cute? Because you can match it to your single cup tea.
I just think, like, if you're going to go through all the trouble of brewing tea, then just, like, make it in the big one.
Well, this would be for a tea bag. So if you're just having a cup of tea, right, and you just want to make a single cup of tea, you're not going to make this and waste it.
The whole thing, yeah.
So you're going to make enough to put hot water into here, drop your tea bag in there, and then you have tea and you can pour it as you need.
Did you know that if you ever have an upset stomach, you can just drink hot peppermint water?
Yeah.
That will also, like, soothe your stomach, too.
Or room temperature Coke.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Or just Coke syrup. So we have those. And then, of course, we have, like, the mid-century coffee makers because, part of the entire entertainment process in the 60s and 70s, because there was no internet or movies, really. You went to the theaters to see a movie. Your coffee was part of the entertainment.
Oh.
Kind of. So you would bring this out with a tea light. You would set your coffee pot on it. and then the cups, and then you would be like, oh, would you like some more coffee?
LOL.
But this shows status.
Yeah.
Because it's something different. I mean, look at this thing. That is a heavy-duty piece of glass. It almost looks like it should be on the wall
I was
with a
gonna say,
light.
the bowl is
Right?
really pretty.
And then you've got the mid-century look here. Isn't that fantastic? I didn't see what she said. But
I will cut whoever takes my coffee.
that would be Lisa?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so this is really cool. Now, another percolator that I got to show you would be the Corral percolators. And they match the different, like you can get them to match all of your bowls and such. But this is the most common. This is what we get asked for a lot. This is the ceramic countertop coffee maker, meaning that you set it on the fire.
Right.
So you could take this camping if you wanted to. But this is open flame. It's done just like the rest. Do you know why that is clear?
Probably to keep more heat in.
Does anybody tell me why that's clear? Somebody tell me why that's clear. Huh?
To see the steam.
Well, you'll know it's done when you see the brown bubbling up in there. Because it's the water.
Water, right.
And inside that packet is the brown.
Right.
Is the grounds. So when you start to see brown percolate up, yep, then you're like, okay, it's almost done. Then you can test and make sure it's done.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they could have just made so many other things that easy. Or like, have you ever heard of like every year for Christmas I always ask David for a glass pot, and he's like, why? And I'm like, because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with like a percolator. You can see everything that's going on the inside.
Is that paper set?
Nope.
Up there. So we have got a whole bunch. What other tea stuff do you have to talk about?
So the only thing I gave so far was just the origin.
Yep.
So tea arrived in Europe in the 16th century. It then arrived in England, and it was originally expensive, and the only elite could afford to drink tea.
Yes.
And that happened in the 1800s.
Yep.
Tea gardens then proceeded on in the 18th century. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what a tea garden is essentially you call up all your best mates. You guys have a bunch of finger foods. You guys drink a bunch of snacks. What?
I should have grabbed the tea reading. We have the teacups that have the tea reading in it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'll grab it in a minute. You know what this is,
yeah,
right?
of course,
okay,
of course.
You talk about that.
So I thought this was for medicine.
No, it's for the tea leaves go in there, and you strain the water.
And you go ahead and strain water through it. Okay, yeah. I thought this was for medicine, but I guess it is not. This is just an original tea bell, and that tea bell you'd put your herbs right on in here, and then you'd go ahead and filter that water through, and there's a little spout here, so then you could easily maneuver it into any bowl or cup. I think it's really pretty. I think this might be sterling silver with like some ebony wood. It's dark, and it's really lightweight, and it looks like it would be really easy to clean too.
All right, I know why we were having problems.
Why?
I understand why we were having problems. You guys, I can grab the teacup, but here. This would be why. It came off the thing that I had up here.
Oh.
So what you heard fell down my shirt. Okay.
So you just were hearing that come in and out. LOL.
Yeah.
So afternoon tea was strictly forbidden. No one ever really drank tea in the evening time or past 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But Anna, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, introduced afternoon tea in 1840 to England only. Other places were not hip with the times. They weren't really interested in drinking tea at any other time during the day other than before noon. And then, like Jason was talking about earlier, we're bringing back the Boston Tea Party. That happened December 16th, 1773. 340 cases of tea were destroyed in the Boston Harbor as a political and mercantile protest. And this all led up to the Revolutionary War. And I always thought it was very silly that they were self-sabotaging themselves without even knowing it. Oh my goodness.
So these are tea leaves, and there's little friends inside of them. Look at my little friends.
He just is darling.
He's a darling little duck. Anyways, these are teacups for tea reading. This says right underneath, it says fortune telling teacup. So they serve you tea in this with the tea leaves and stuff that are in it. And after you're done drinking the tea reader can read the tea by using the pictures that are on it, I guess.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
Like where the tea's left.
Yeah, it says fortune telling teacup. The Talit's fortune telling key made in England by Ironstone. John Anton, made in England. Anyways, isn't that the coolest thing? So, but they're also homes to our little friends. Oh, look!
He's so cute.
He was bathing in a teacup.
I gotta give them a little close up. Jason just got these new guys in.
Yep.
And I need to show you their faces.
Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about these.
Look at this one's
I know
eyes.
we're jumping all over the place here, but it's fine. So this is a little duckling, and that is a little chick. And what these are called are leftovers. And when I say leftovers, these did not actually exist. What these are what's left over from the duck or the chicken when it's used for food and down and feathers. They take everything that's left and they make these little ducklings or chicks that we sell, because you should, if you're going to kill an animal, you got to use all of it. Food, bones, everything. And this is the leftovers. They're called leftovers, and they're fantastic. So if you need to buy a gift for somebody and they want a pet, do not buy a pet. Buy one of these. Buy something that they don't have to care for, because you want to make sure that no matter what animal it is or living being it is, it's cared for properly. That's why we carry them.
And I just look at his eyes. One of them's like,
aren't they the cutest things in the whole wide world? I know.
The comments are going crazy over them. Okay, they're leaving, you guys. Say bye.
Okay, so one of these days we'll have to do an oddity show.
No, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I need one of these little chickens.
I know, aren't they cute?
I just want to put hats on them and little bonnets.
Oh, you know what? I actually have those too.
Little hats and bonnets?
We do, and little glasses and stuff.
Yes, it's a must. So, next week we'll be playing dress up with our birds.
With our ducklings and our chickens.
And our birds.
All right, so.
LOL, that's so funny.
What?
Lisa just asked David if Doofy is his real middle name.
Oh. Let me guess. Did you give it to him?
No, that's been his nickname literally for like 15 years.
So all of these are strainers. All of these are strainers for tea.
Yes.
Because they have the little holes in them, you see, and they were very, very popular back then because we didn't have tea bags that we could just use.
Right.
Right? So you had to make the tea out of the actual leaves.
Uh-huh.
So you put all the teas, you do everything in there, and then you would scoop out the tea leaves.
Fun fact.
With these.
Tea is actually only one type of tea, which is only the tea leaf. If
Right.
it has anything else in it other than tea leaves, then it's not tea.
What is it?
Just herbal juice.
Oh. That just sounds wrong.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oops. Look at this. Oh, what's that? Why is there a birthday card over here? That's so weird.
Maybe somebody was looking for a gift.
That is so weird. So this is a cream or sugar. Look at that thing.
Very pretty.
Isn't that beautiful? Again, mid-century. It's pink, you guys. Pink!
First thing
It
that
is
came
pink.
to mind is a drink for me and another drink for me.
With the spout, because by the time you get to this one, you
I'm
just
gonna
need to
need
pour
it,
it in.
literally.
Mm-hmm. So, and then we have plugins. So this is a plug-in, meaning that you have plug-in right here. So this way you can brew it like on the countertop.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to do it on the stove. You don't have to turn
Like
the
an
stove
electric
on.
kettle.
Exactly, like an electric kettle. And we put the cords in the top, so you know it's in there. But this would be, and so this is not something that you would take to like camping or something. But we do have, is that middle one over here? Oh, right there.
The white one.
Mm-hmm. We do have like the Coleman. Look at this, I set stuff down.
This one is Revierware.
Revierware, yep. And it's a countertop.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it sits on the counter. But look at this, Coleman.
There's nothing else in it. So you sure you don't put this one on fire?
No, that's what I mean.
Oh.
Oh, I said countertop. I meant
Fire?
fire, yeah. It's stovetop. So Coleman, this is great for tea, for coffee. You're out camping, stuff like that. This is what you would use. It's got the, you're going to have to use different ways. You can probably make the coffee and then put it in here, or you're going to strain the coffee yourself into this.
Right.
Right. So this, which is pretty cool. Go ahead.
So at one point, the British discovered tea in the Indian market, and it wasn't mostly just a market. It was mostly just like, again, the higher elite people in India were all pretty much hoarding and keeping all of their tea leaves to themselves, and they cultivated and consumed it in large quantities in the early 1800s. And India's independence from Great Britain then happened in 1947, and it essentially gave them all free will to just hoard all of their tea leaves and not share it.
Do they still teach you that in school about the Boston Tea Party?
I learned it obviously when I was in school.
I know you did, but you went to school a while ago.
Yeah. I don't know if it's relevant now.
I don't know. Well, it should be relevant. It's just I don't know if they teach it.
So I think what's really
They
odd.
don't teach all relevant things.
Oh, of course not. No. And then if you do, you have to spend like $100 on a relevant school book. Yeah, like a relevant school book. So earlier we were talking about the different types of ways you can brew coffee and drink coffee, but we never really touched base on the fact that tea is also pretty much just like coffee. It depends on where it was grown, how it was harvested, who grew it, what pesticides they use. That's very pretty. It also depends on what shearing scissors are used to harvest the plant as well. And then
really?
Yep. And then brewing also takes effect with tea leaves as well. Tea leaves are actually really fragile, and they're one of the world's most fragilest plants. They don't really grow much from anything. Like if they get knocked down in a bad storm, it takes forever for them to recover. Which is why it was super hard for not like poor people to have tea, but like if you were like below middle class back then.
Poor people.
Yeah, you just weren't getting it.
No, that's why tea was considered, wasn't tea one of the things that the three wise men brought?
Yes, and it was considered a luxury because of how many things people would put in it: honey, sugar, milk. They mostly used ceramic.
So it became herbal juice.
Exactly. Yep. Herbal juice. Yep. And then so I actually have that here. Yep. It really isn't tea because if so many other things are used in it, then it just becomes herbal juice. The word tea actually derives from the Chinese word te, and it was widespread via the ocean, and then the Dutch traders picked it up, and we added on that extra letter, which then brings it to tea, even though te sounds a little bit cooler. I also have here too that, did you guys know Michigan abolished the death penalty in 1846 for all reasons other than treason? And we weren't the first to do it, but we were one of the first English-speaking governments to ever do it.
Oh, that just a did you know?
Yeah.
I was waiting for the tea or coffee.
Oh.
No, that's cool. Look at this piece. I just opened it. Isn't that gorgeous?
I guess I can.
Pretty little things. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Pretty little things. Herbal juice sounds dirty. No wonder you like it.
97% of the inmates that are on death row request tea or coffee instead of pop or juice or water.
Probably hot.
Hot, and I think it's just they like it, you know?
Anything with the word juice after it is gross.
LOL.
Like moist juice.
Ew, yuck. that first word, it gave me goosebumps.
So, what is this? Anything worth reading? No. So the most expensive coffee mug ever made was 23 karat gold mug that sold for $33,842 in 2008. However, if you're asking about the most expensive coffee cup to drink out of, then here are some of the most expensive coffees and the cups they're used, and every single one of them said a crystal glass.
Oh.
And you can buy like Orforce, Steuben, high-end Czech glass, stuff like that, and your glass might be $50,000.
Yeah.
Just for the one. You know what I mean? It's craziness. So I have some mugs over here. Pick out something pretty. Or hand me the Sands mug too. Over there.
Sands mug.
Far right. Far right. All the way over. Right there. Yeah. So some of the mugs. Okay, so one of the things I got to tell you about mugs, we have 1,000 mugs, you guys, and these are great gifts because everybody drinks something that requires a mug. If you're not a coffee drinker, you might be a tea drinker, and we have teacups, but usually we'll carry them and we'll drink them in cups. Excuse me. Even hot chocolate, stuff like that, everybody can use a mug. So the number one gift for kids to buy their dad is a coffee mug. Because if they don't drink coffee, what can dad use the mug for?
literally anything.
Pens, pencils,
tools.
whatever, right? Sits on the desk. So, the funny thing is I forgot what I was going to say.
I should have Googled it, but while you're talking, I'm Googling something.
So, the number one advertising tool for a small business and a micro business is coffee mugs and buttons.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yep. So the number one advertising tool for a small business, coffee mug is number one.
And
number two is a button. So I thought stickers would be, but coffee mugs make sense because you always have coffee mugs. Now I'm standing here with a Sands Hotel Las Vegas coffee mug that you would have bought at the Sands, which is gone. And these are great memories. Like, because I watched the Sands collapse, and so this would be cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mom lives in Las Vegas, so I don't really collect anything in Las Vegas because I'm there a lot.
Sure.
And, well, she's going to start laughing at me in a minute because I'm not there as much as she'd like, I'm sure. But, you know, besides this, you were holding up something over there.
Yeah.
So,
I was holding this one.
and the yellow.
Yes, thank you. I was essentially looking up why are humans like myself obsessed with mugs.
Yeah, because a lot of people are obsessed with mugs.
And
these are all the different famous roads in the country.
That's cool.
Yeah, all the different famous roads.
David has to like put restraints on me because I will buy mugs even though I don't have anywhere for the mugs to go because I have like 50. And I just wanted to Google it, and essentially the first one came up with memories.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to collect vintage mugs, and then it also is something a part of your daily routine. So then you just become obsessed.
And we do all sorts of mugs from the regular standard mugs. Here, because all my mugs are back here. And do you want to switch with me?
Yeah, because I'm like, where do you want me to go?
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some mugs and tell you, you know, what are you looking at?
Just different, like these you could use
I mean,
as
look
a
at
mug.
this poppy seed. That's my mug.
Cute. Is it your mug? Same.
So poppy seed mug. These are cute. I don't know if you guys can see them.
Yes, and we have like cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's cute. It says poppy seed. Another sunrise, another day to try out a whole new way.
Look at that grandma one.
That one's really
Isn't that
fire.
cute?
I'm
To
not
buy
even a
for
grandma,
grandma.
but I would use this.
You know.
I'm not a grandma, but I would be if I used
Look
this
at this
cup.
grandma mug.
They even sell mugs at concerts at the same booth. They sell programs and
Yeah,
t-shirts.
they
I
do.
wish they don't. Not at concerts I've been to. I wish.
When we went to the festival, they sold them.
Really?
Read that one, and it's crooked.
That one's perfect except my grandma. That's kind
Isn't
of
that
cool.
cute? And it's crooked.
I need this mug. This one's mine.
Which one? Can you reach it?
That's why it's put up here. So, I flunked anger management, and my cup is smashed to smithereens.
Shocking.
So, this is my cup. I'm sure you guys know that. David is all familiar with that. This one's cool. Big Mouth Toys.
Okay, so Ghirardelli chocolate in San Francisco.
Delicious.
Delicious. So that's, you know, I lived
That's a
in
really
San Francisco
bougie cup, too.
for many, many years, and I used to go to Ghirardelli because you could go in and buy the thing like
broken pieces or whatever.
that type
like
of stuff.
Messed up chocolate.
Which is pretty cool. So great gifts, and you can so accessorize these things, you guys. Meaning, look at this Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Oh, we do. There's a whole bunch in the music section.
What is it? Oh,
The coffee mugs. Just grab like something from there. So Bonanza, look at this. This is a milk glass. Old school mug. Bonanza is a restaurant that existed back in the day. So cool. So a gift for like somebody you're going to a party or something, you could get a Bonanza mug if you know that they've lived here all their lives in Michigan and they used to go to Bonanza. Or like some of the other ones that we've had is Ponderosa, stuff like that. And then you put stuff in it. You know, it could be coffee, it could be hot chocolate, it could be stuff like that. It could be not even a food or a drink. It could be anything. And then, you know, you have two gifts in one. Liberace. Yeah. And that is
David O'Keefe.
Yeah, do you know what movie?
I don't know what movie this is, but he makes all the sad hobo clowns.
Yes, he does. Can you hold that for a minute? So who can tell me what movie this is? No. Who can tell me what movie this is? Somebody. What movie is this?
LOL.
What movie is this? Nobody can tell me what movie this is.
I don't see any.
I'm saddened.
The Copper Penny.
The Copper Penny, which is right down the street.
It is right down the street.
It's right down the street. So this is, it just left my mind. Oh my gosh. The one with the gopher. Somebody tell me the name of this movie right now before I flip out because I can't think of it. Not Shrek. Good check. This has, it has Bill Murray in it. Bill Murray. The golf place. Oh my goodness. Tell me somebody. You can't see it. Bill Murray. Right there. Okay. This is Caddyshack. This is Caddyshack. This is a cup from Caddyshack. Yes, Lisa. Caddyshack. So
someone else on Instagram commented it too.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I guess I should have been looking over there. So Caddyshack, yes. Grab one of the coffee cups from the lowest shelf, like Rhapsody or something like that. So we have coffee mugs from all the different groups too. Well, we're running low. We got the Who. We got
That's the only one we got left.
That's shelf down.
There's nothing under there, Jason.
There's not with all of the Moroccans in them?
Not a single mug. Those are all moved up. We got the Who.
Bring the Who.
Okay.
I'll just show you the Who here in a minute. The Who. So, yeah, perfect.
There's only radios and some cassette holding compartments on the bottom two shelves.
The Who. The Who. So if you have a friend that loves the Who, then you get them a Who. Who do you get them? You get them the Who.
The Who.
Who's on second?
That was literally going to be
What's
my
on
question.
first?
You're so funny.
Anyways, so we've got the bands. I know Bohemian Rhapsody's over there somewhere, unless it's sold over
I
the
would
last
say
day.
it's not over there.
So what else was on my list?
What is this? A horn?
Yeah, don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I say that because I'll watch kids
Most
put them in the mouth.
people will immediately
Right.
do it.
So by 2000 BCE, metal mugs made of gold, silver, bronze, and lead became popular. Lead became popular. Aside from the obvious dangers posed by lead cups, these mugs were drinking hot beverages particularly painful. Made drinking hot beverages particularly. Why would that be? Because gold, well, first of all, copper is a heat conductor. So no matter what you do,
boiling,
it's going to be hot to the touch. So that is another reason why glass is very important. Somebody saying something?
Yeah, Lisa.
What'd she say?
She's talking about Caddyshack and when music was good.
Oh. If you're an espresso drinker, you may be surprised to learn that up until 1992, espresso cups were only available in plain white. That is just shocking.
That's kind of cool.
Guys. So the first in-home espresso maker was 1938.
Do we have that?
But it came until 1992 before you put a color on it.
Do we have that weird metal thing over here?
What?
That it literally is like a handle and there's like a metal cup with a spout on it. And I was asking you about it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, somewhere.
Steve might know.
You know what these are? These are probably Nescaf. Nescaf. We all remember Nescaf. This would have a little paper cup in it, and you would drink coffee out of it. And you know, it's so funny because the most important thing, or the most shocking thing I learned over this whole coffee thing is the fact that decaf still has caffeine in it. Isn't that hilarious?
Just a wee bit.
Speaking of which, she's got a Stanley.
There's
she didn't buy it
this. Though. No, I won this in a giveaway.
Yeah.
Jason knows I would never spend $70
You won two of them.
I sure did. I won 2 of them.
I would have said keep one and give me the money. But what else do I have that's fun to talk about?
Is there anything new and exciting that's up and coming?
I don't know. Is there a time
with us? I don't know, you guys. Oh, Jason and I will be doing a little recap for like 2 minutes after
Shindig? What?
Yeah. We're going to a Q&A at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
And some of our viewers do like that, so we'll probably just touch base on it just for a couple seconds.
We're not going to talk about any of the parts of the movie, though.
No, yeah. Because that will definitely get us removed off of live. So we won't be doing that. But I do know that Halloween is coming in hot, like very quickly. So we will be saving another round of Halloween goods up until the Tuesday before Halloween. And because you know Halloween falls on a Thursday this year, and then we'll just be on it. And then where was that at?
On the bottom shelf. Queen. The Rhapsody.
Sometimes
Tour.
we need to.
You can't see it because it had all the stuff.
Well, I was gonna say when things go missing and I can't find it, I usually just ask one of them because they have seen it and they know where it's at. So, like for example, that mug. I was over there. I was panic looking. I didn't see it, but he found it in like 5 seconds.
Look at this fantastic mug.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's fire.
Look at this. Now this is for the poop coffee. I call this poop coffee, the expensive coffee.
Because it is.
So that is a cool dragon on
No,
there.
yeah, that's really cool.
So if you like dragons or know somebody who likes dragons, check it out. This coffee cup is something they'd probably use every day.
Which is a very nice bougie cup.
Isn't it bougie?
So, I want to know, do you guys have a coffee mug that you use often or all the time? Or
do you use only glass?
do you use only glass or only ceramic? When's the last time you bought a coffee mug? Mine was 2.5 weeks ago.
Is your mom on?
My mom? I don't think so. Why? Oh, LOL, you pulling up something that's, That's so funny.
Graceland.
I'm
Okay.
surprised she didn't see that.
So these are cool because, and this is zip tied, but I have a gnome one right there.
Yep, I'm sending it to her right now so she'll click on.
You see the gnome one?
Yep. It's Christmas
So
too.
I can't take this one out because it is zip tied, but this is a set of 4 mugs and a mug holder. And it's Graceland, so you would have bought this at Graceland. This is the gnome one, and that's how it would sit in there. So it's a great way of not taking up a lot of counter space,
Yeah.
but you would have to set it out on the counter. But this would be great because I know her mother loves Elvis Presley. Loves him. So, you know, I have to show it.
I'm surprised she doesn't have those. She's been to Graceland 12 times.
Well, she might.
She doesn't, so she's
No.
probably like, what?
So on this side it says Graceland. On this side it has the guitar, so it's easy to identify which
Which one goes where?
Yeah. So these are so cool. So
We also got some vintage Starbucks over here.
Lisa says usually, yeah, the Starbucks. See, that's a cool Starbucks because I'm going to tell you, we have sold some vintage Starbucks. They go for crazy money,
Yes.
especially from the 90s and 80s.
Yes.
Because Starbucks has been around since the 70s.
And once they release a design, that's it.
It's gone. Once it's, yeah. So Starbucks mugs. So if you're getting Starbucks mugs, save them. But this is too cool. So if you know somebody who loves
Graceland.
or Elvis,
Elvis.
you might want to run in and get this because once her mom sees this, she'll
It's
be
gone.
in. And we have a whole Elvis section now. So.
It's getting full too.
Mm-hmm.
Jason also brought it. We must have sold all the other ones. We had a really cute dorky pig and a giraffe, and now we just
Yeah, I
have.
think that a lot of those.
Remember the coffee trees that we kept? I have a coffee tree. I love my coffee tree.
Okay, who said that? Lisa?
No, I'm sorry, I cannot. My phone.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, my phone died. So her name is Patricia.
Patricia. A coffee tree.
I love my coffee tree.
So Lisa Anderson, my sister-in-law, that is my sister-in-law, is going to flip out in about 2 seconds because she collects
Fiesta.
Fiesta. Even though she probably has a better set. I want a new style tree. Look, Lisa, it's a Fiesta tree, but it's on a wood one. I wish I had a Fiesta stand. You need to get a Fiesta stand. What is GURDTS? They're Fiesta. Anyways. So cool. A stand. We have this stand. This is a coffee stand.
There we go.
See?
I like that one. It's
There's
huge.
a coffee stand, a big coffee tree.
Where'd you even pull that
Stand
from?
right here.
Oh.
So, and we have just stands that you can buy as well.
Yep.
So, you were talking about a movie we were going to go see a Q&A with some stars.
Yes.
So, if you're a horror fan, we both have seen Terrifier 3. We are going to do a Q&A with them and
director
hopefully
and,
get some answers on what we saw.
I demand these answers.
Yeah, because we need some answers.
I'm like deep in the lore now and like I can't get out. I'm stuck, you guys. And if you guys are, she's so funny. Lisa's like, what she was trying to type with the dog jumping on her.
Oh, what did she say?
That's her little typo that she had above, and you were like, what are you trying to say to me?
So, Lisa is a Fiesta wear lover. She has some really cool pieces. She has some really rare pieces. Maybe, hopefully, one of these days when Steve and I are down there, we haven't been down there in so long, we need to go. We can do a show. I can do a quick show from her Fiesta room.
That'd be cool.
But she also has a Barbie room.
Oh, wow, no way.
And she also has some extremely rare Barbies.
Oh, no way.
Yes, along with all their play sets and everything.
I can't wait to get like you, Lisa, but with Hello Kitty instead.
She's probably got the Hello Kitty Barbie.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I love the Hello Kitty Barbie.
But anyways, so, coffee.
I love coffee.
I do too.
It's probably one thing that I can't go without.
I wanted to see this one. So what else do we have?
Well, I pretty much touched base with them on what we're going to be doing for the rest of the month.
Awesome.
What we're going to be doing for Halloween.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah, it is actually. I mean,
Look at
I don't
that.
mean actually as in like I was surprised that it was pretty.
Look how pretty that
is.
is.
I genuinely like it. Down here.
No. Did she say here or heat?
She means here.
I know what she means.
You're so silly.
So again, these necklaces are from Pretty Little Things.
And they're upcycled.
And vintage, and they're upcycled, and they are absolutely gorgeous. These are great one-of-a-kind pieces for holidays. Come in, get them before they go. There's a huge selection here.
Good, Lisa. So that means I still have time to get it before you do.
What?
She says, no, I don't have the Hello Kitty Barbie yet. I'm just teasing.
They probably make one.
No, they do.
Oh, I didn't know if they did or not.
They do.
So there's all... Ooh, look at that one.
Oh, wow. I like
Isn't
that.
pretty? Anyway, so there's some really cute ones here. We've got some great coffee mugs. We've got... we still do that where we can put the vinyl on the coffee mug for you. And to match any of your Pyrex.
So I did also want to touch base since we're on the topic of it. Holidays are coming in fast. If this is something that you guys would like to do, we will be having a cutoff date to where we won't be able to offer those for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Just because they do take time.
Yeah.
But then also too, this again touches base on the fact that the holidays are coming up soon. I did see a segment this morning on the news that if you guys are going to be shipping via USPS for this holiday season, the cutoff is December 16th. It doesn't matter if you have next day, express, or priority. If you get your packages sent out after the 16th, which means if you order from our website after December 16th, the chances of it getting there by Christmas are slim to none.
So next week we're going to be talking about what?
Glasses and...
Like glasses, like sunglasses, stuff like that.
And there was something else that we were adding.
There was something else, and I'll post it. But then the following week, which is the 29th, we are going to be doing a Halloween show. Last week's show, we had the Veterinarians United and Faithful Companion on to talk about, saying goodbye to our pets. They will be on Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen on Monday as well. What else do we have going on? The holidays are coming, so if you haven't seen Time Warp, if you haven't seen this store, when we transform it into a winter wonderland, you need to come. Last year we had 19 trees.
Today, this year we'll have 20.
20. Last year we had 19 trees. This store that you see us in is 4,000 square feet, and we put 19 trees in this store. We put vintage, like the bottle brush trees. We have a pink one this year. We've got our
Pirates and Corral tree. We have a toy tree.
We have everything.
We have an oddity tree. We have a glass tree. We have a bougie tree. We have a not so bougie tree.
We have one last year, or no, the year before, I did the John Waters tree.
Yes.
So we have feather trees. So if you haven't seen it, and Steve has been getting some really cool stuff. After Halloween, you guys, we will on one of our shows do a sneak peek, because we will start processing Christmas right after Halloween.
Literally.
Okay. So that way we have it all up and ready, because November's coming.
Fast.
And Small Business Saturday is coming, which means it's our annual pick your own percentage sale.
Crazy.
So you can get up to 40% off.
Can't believe it's that time.
I know. You know what? 25.
25?
25.
What do you mean 25 what?
flip that January 30th and
Oh, yeah.
it's 2025.
Oh my God, I know.
Can you believe that, you guys? 2025. I remember when we were all scared about Y2K.
LOL.
Okay, and I know you're making jewelry or oddities with Y2K, something like that, for your shop,
Both.
right? Both. So, and there's a huge movie coming out called Y2K.
Yes, and Fred Durst is in it.
Yes, but so I remember thinking, gosh, because there was a song I loved by Visage called "In the Year 2525," and even though it's the year 2025,
same thing.
I'm just 25.
No, I'm
I see what
practically
you're
the same
saying.
thing.
So I just cannot believe 2025. I can't believe I'm 54.
I can't believe I will be 26.
Oh, please.
That
26.
sounds horrible.
You're young. You know what? 25 didn't bother me. 30 didn't bother me. It was the 27. It was the 33. Because I knew it was coming. And those were the ones that bothered me. The actual, fives did not bother me. Because by the time, and trust me, by the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you don't care anymore.
I mean, I guess it still works out because I still always get ID'd everywhere I go and they always think it's fake. So, I mean, I guess that's a positive.
It is. Be sad the day they don't card you.
No, God, I know.
And everybody used to say that to me, and I'm like, uh-huh. And then one day I didn't get carded, and I was like...
One time I didn't get carded, and it's because I knew exactly what I wanted.
I about died, because the last time I was at a bar or anything, Brooke and I were up in Mount Pleasant for a MAD convention, and we were staying at Soaring Eagle. And so we walk into this dueling piano bar, and they stopped her and carded her and said, "You can go ahead, sir." I was like...
I was like, absolutely not. You want to see mine too?
I know, right? What did Steve say?
I remember singing along with Prince's 1999 and wondering what life was going to be like because it was so far off.
But I'm going to tell you, it's 2025, and I've been through a lot in my life in 53 years. 3 long-term relationships, the one I'm in now. And I even though it's more stressful right now, because of the amount I have that I'm dealing with the store, with the shows, with both shows, with the store, with, Steve's going to go, no, you're not. I'm the happiest and not the happiest at the same time.
Sure.
Because I'm happy because I'm married to the man I love. I own my own business.
Period.
I am a host on a very popular show.
Period.
But I'm still stressed out all the time.
Well, yeah, it's a lot to take care of.
It's crazy. Well, because you own your own business. You're a co-host on this show. You're on that show all the time. And you even get it from your friends.
All the time, dude. My friends will be like, dude, we're trying to hang out, and here you are, trying to make deals on Depop. And I was like, well, I gotta make I have a feeling I gotta keep doing something all the time.
Right. So, I mean, it's a lot, but
I
we
wouldn't
can
have it
handle
any other way. Yeah, exactly.
We can
handle a lot.
Yes, we can. The thing is, it just, humanity in us, sometimes we just can't deal with our own life.
We wouldn't have been bestowed this life if we couldn't handle it.
Well, I could always use a few more dollars.
I know, I could always use an assistant.
Oh, speaking of which, I do need one. So, I need somebody to follow me around.
No, literally.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but I'll be the nice boss where I'll be like, go get us a latte.
Not me, I'll be Devil
And I'll be like, I guess
Prada.
you can get yourself one too.
I'll be Devil's Wears Prada. I'll be her.
Well,
I'll be like, get me that book.
Well,
it doesn't come out for a month.
It's 2024, dude. People will quit, and then I just will be alone. So I'll
and
be
they'll
nice
silent quit.
Yeah, and that's even worse.
Which is, I don't even know why is that a thing? Anyways, we're going over. So thank you guys. She's going to read it to you.
Yes.
She's going to tell you everything. Go ahead.
So we hope you enjoyed this Time Warp Live Tuesday, just like how we do every week, just as much as we do. But this is going to be up on YouTube right after we hit end, and then it's going to be able to be watched 100 times over right after we end on Facebook and Instagram. And I want to know, do you guys like cold brew? Do you like espresso? Do you like ice caps? Do you like iced coffee? Do you like hot coffee? What kind of flavor creamer do you use? Do you like 3 creams or do you like 4? Do you like sugar or no sugar?
Do you like ducks or chicks?
Checks.
Look, they're sitting on your shoulder.
They're so cute. Look at him.
See?
I love him. And I love how his one eye's like...
It's a family.
The one chicken ate too much espresso and now he's like, help me, guys.
No, he's looking at the other one going, who are you?
See you guys next Tuesday.
Bye, you guys.
So silly.